on the comments, bro, that Money B be like hating and shit, huh? I mean, he's a good homeboy and everything, but you're shooting the facts, you're shooting the real shit, and I don't think he likes to hear that. But in the reality, bro, that's what happened. That's what went down, and we all know it. Crews were uniting. It was Rasta Boys, ABH. You know what I mean? It was Modas. We were all together, bro. So, you put them numbers together, and that was a lot of him to put together, hanging around Storing King, at Chuck E. Cheese, you know what I mean? Fucking Russian Newberries. I mean, it was just a crazy-ass thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I want to welcome everybody back to Gangster Music and Dirty Politics. I'm about to hit you guys with this long overdue Modality Boys / Party Cruise. Been meaning to slap this motherfucker out for a minute. I've been telling the homie Pablo, SALCIDO, who I know from the late 80s, coming to San Jose, actually around the corner from Pablo. So I personally know Pablo as a youngster, and I actually keep contact with him to this day. So with that said, let me jump into this whole modality thing, right? Modality Boys, majority of them were from the west side, a lot of them were from the north side, a few cats from the south, but majority was west side and north side for Modality Boys. And Modality Boys was hooked up with ABH and a couple other party crews back then. You know what I mean? So they had heads, money to beef for whoever, right? So at some point, Modality Boys is growing. And I think this dude, Pablo, at the time, he was from the Horseshoe, and I think he's starting to have problems with some of the homies from his barrio. I think he decided to just say, fuck it, and walk away, and went full force with Modality Boys, and he started up another little thing. So this is at the point where SSP and Canton are barely starting to exist in that area, right? But not really to where they're a problem yet. But within that small period of time, that window, it was already getting there. So Pablo ends up getting into it with these cats. They go to Pablo's house, they bust up his brother. Pablo ends up going over there while his homies, because they were over there off of was it Palm and Goodyear at one of the I think it was a homie Riot's house. They were over there getting together, having a junta, and that's when that happened to his brother and him and a bunch of cars, 10, 15 cars, they all rolled up to the shoe and got into it with these cats, chased them down or whatever. Then these OGs from the shoe found out and whatnot, and hit these dudes up and went over there, and some fools went toes, and then they fucking talked about whatever, and then it was really kind of lightweight squash. It was like it wasn't something that was tit for tat. It wasn't something that was back and forth for a long period of time. It wasn't something that existed as far as beef for years. It was a short-lived beef that maybe existed for a week or two, and then it basically died out. I got audio from Pablo, so I'm gonna slap his audio in this so you can hear what he got to say about that incident, just about himself. You know what I'm saying? Pablo was a good dude, man. Like, I don't know really none of his real life business, and I don't know anything about if he did anything to anybody. I just know what I know about. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember the dude was a feed man's fucking bottle. He had a lot of shit going for himself, and he looked out for a lot of different cats, man.
But it all started, bro, because since I was in the shoe, right? When I was in the shoe, bro, I started making money. So I told him, hey, look, man, I got a family now. I can't be hanging out in the corners anymore. I'm still in the shoe. I got you guys' back. When shit comes down, hit me up. I got you guys. But I'm into hustling right now. I'm into making money. I got my Impalas. I got my cars. I got my house. I have my shit going on. So they're like, yeah, whatever, right? So it came to a point, bro, where, the shoe started getting big and they were wondering where everyone's at. Then the Modality Boys thing came in effect and I was running that. So they're like, hey, you know what? We need to jump Pablo SALCIDO out because, he's not from the shoe no more. He don't come around. He shined us off. So, I said, I got wind of it. So I got on my lowrider bike and I went to the west side. And there was, a few members there. There was Sammy Luna. There was Indio. There was Peck. there was Rebby, there was a bunch of cats there, bro, that, were there, and they were thinking about, oh, what's up? And I'm like, well, what's up? I heard you guys want to jump me out. So if you're going to jump me out, do what you guys got to do. So none of them cats did anything. So I told him, you know what, to this day, until you jump me out, bro, I'm still in the shoe, homie. So F you guys and whatever, bro. You bunch of motherfucking pussies, right? And así quedó. So these fools, you know what I mean, they all get crazy. They got the liquor on their system, and all of a sudden, they just grow some balls, right? They want to go ahead and take flight on me. So they pile up in the car, Grey Guzman, Chevelle, a bunch of, it was Peck, it was, it was Vulture, Sammy Luna, and some other cats jumped in there, beat the fuck out of my brother while he was washing my 63 Impala. And, they were trying to get me, but they couldn't get me. At the end of the day, bro, that's when we took flight and ran them out their own park, bro. 15 cargoes deep, you know what I mean? With machetes, balas, picks, fucking fileros, whatever you can think of, bro. That's how we did it, bro. But that's how come that beef started with that, bro. And that's when I crossed the line right there. And I said, you know what? Fuck that. We got West Side Mob on this side. We're going to go ahead and split the West Side here. With Horseshoe split it, and it's now Barrio Marihuanos. That's it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? If I got to handle my business with the scraps, and then I got to handle business with my own homies, I'll just do my own barrio. Fuck it. I made a lot of history out there. Made my own bones. You know what I mean? With that movement right there, bro. Because that was like a big old disrespect, bro. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, bro, it was all about, those times. It was about the money. A lot of political shit was going on. Gangbanging was hard. Shit was kicking off. You know what I mean? You remember? Drive by it all day, every day. But at that time, these guys would go to my house, try to disrespect, and, I have to take it to the corner, get, beat down. I got down with Rebby, beat him down. I basically fought every member of the Horseshoe. I fought them one-on-one. Because when I beat the fuck out of them, they went running saying that I jumped them, and that's not my style. I'm a grown man. So what I did was I boxed every individual one-on-one as a man, bro. And that was my statement to them, saying, hey, I can handle my own. I don't need to jump nobody. I'm a man. And I did it, bro. All the motherfuckers, I boxed one-on-one. No one's ever done that, bro. No one that I know has never done that. I did that shit, bro. And I put that shit on the map, and motherfuckers know that shit. And put that shit on the line, bro. Ain't nobody gonna say it's bullshit. Because they know who I was, bro. I've been shot at, fucking drive-by, you know what I mean? Blasted on my fucking 65. Been blasted right there on Palm Street, going towards fucking Alma Street. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of shit, bro. Been shot out of my own pad. It is what it is, bro. But that's just the G thing life that you live at. You know what I mean? But I hold my own, bro, to this day.
Motherfuckers are making money because the more parties you grow. So you throw a party and you try to get 200 motherfuckers in there at $10 a piece. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 stacks, money. You bought 4 cakes. You know what I'm saying? Bam. You're making fucking, $1,600, $1,500 a party. And you're doing 2 parties a night. You're doing fucking 6 houses. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the weekend. You're making money. These fools it was a hustle back then. You had the homies from ABH, Aztec Brotherhood. They were pretty big. Now, you gotta remember, party crews were fucking 50 to 100 heads. The only ones that were really, really bigger than that was Modality Boys and I think Eternity Boys. They were really like bigger than 50 heads. You know what I mean? But most of these party crews were about 50 heads, solid. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember though, these party crews, they had tagger crews that would link to them by leadership or whatever, because you had dudes that were like the leader of, let's say, BCS, right? And they had 20 heads, but they're from Modality Boys. So Modality Boys he's in it, but the rest of BCS ain't. But he still could call those other 20 heads if he needs to. And then they got 5 other tagging crews that are linked into that party crew. And that's all their heads too. You know what I mean? So that's how shit linked in. Back then you had breaking crews. So the shot caller from the breaking crew, he'll be from Modality Boys, but the rest of the breaking crew ain't, but there's still fucking 30 of them. You know what I mean? So then you got 30 cats from this breaking crew. You got 5 fucking tagging crews, each of them average out 40 heads, and you have 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? What, 5 times 4, baby, you know what I'm saying? It's over. You know what I mean? You have a gang of heads, money. It was smart. It was smart to do it like that, to bring in under that one umbrella, have all these different, well known and looked at in high regards, you know, in these circles. The thing about the party crew, right, was having the fucking baddest motherfuckers in your party crew when it came to every category and that fucking lifestyle, that circle. It makes that party crew that much more celebrity-ish within, you know, that community, you know what I'm saying? Party community, you know. So how we would do it, they would write the flyers on just a regular piece of paper, blank white piece of paper. A tagger would go and he would strike it all up and put how many kegs and, you know, come with peace and what DJ, you know, was going to be there and all that type of shit, right? And it was just about attracting the most motherfuckers there, you know. But then you had that other side. You had the party crews where, you know, they had a lot of other motherfuckers that was up in their shit that, you know, was still with the gangbang shit, but wanted to fuck, you know, wanted to like the party and knew that that's where the bitches was at. So they fucked around with these party crews too. And a lot of these ex-gang members or even active gang members that were from these gangs were also from these party crews. You know what I'm saying? And one of these party crews in particular was Modality Boys. Now Modality Boys, like I said, man, Modality Boys, they were big, money. You feel me? I know personally because I used to be around cats from ABH, Modality Boys, Acid Crew, BCS, and they all fell under one umbrella, Pablo's.
When we got together, it was like in 95, bro, 95, 94. That's when we started kicking hard, you know what I mean? I had a lot of people from VSJ, BMLs, from Palmas, from the south side, the north side, east side, 12th Street, you know what I mean? SALCIDO. I had a lot of homeboys in there, bro, that are actually just down to do what you got to do, bro. You know, we were about 100 members deep. It all started from the west side. We even started rivaling with our own gente, bro, because we were so deep. It came to the point where, you know, I was fighting my own homeboys because they were so jealous that I just, you know, moved up, started slanging, making my money, you know, doing these house parties, slanging dope, you know, making my money through all these parties with the ecstasy, the, you know, meth and all that shit. That, you know, it went good. And you know how good it went for me. And, you know, so, you know, they jumped my brother. My brother was washing my 63 Impala right there on the west side on Virginia Street, right where you used to stay on fucking, on Vine, remember? And right there, bro, you know, they went. I wasn't there. You know, my brother was washing my Rafa. They pulled up, you know what I mean? And a fucking, Chevelle jumped up the car and they started beating my brother up with a baseball bat, bro. During that time, bro, I was in a junta right there on the west side, right there, I want to say by Palm Street. And we're having a big junta. My mom calls me and says, hey, your brother got jumped, you know, went to the pad, seen a bunch of blood all over the whole pad, you know what I mean? My brother in the hospital, bro, so I just got fired up. During that time, Horseshoe was pretty deep, you know what I mean? They had their heads way up their ass. And what happened was, bro, you know what I mean? I made a fucking couple calls. We were about 12 carlos deep. You know, and we circled around the whole Horseshoe, bro, and chased some motherfuckers out the hood, bro. You know, it was crazy, bro, because I had gente from everywhere, bro. Like I said, bro, and we were just down and dirty and busy. You know what I mean? That was our motto, bro. I ran it, bro. I ran it for president for many years, bro. Did a lot of things. Made a lot of money, bro. That's the most important thing about it, bro. But my name was everywhere, bro. And I remember, man, we had a lot of fights, bro. A lot of stabbings, a lot of shit going on. It was like a big gang, bro. It was like a new modernized fucking barrio, you know what I mean?
They did it different. There wasn't a leader. They did it like they did it in a type of way that you would see car club present themselves. They had a president, a vice president, and, you know, whatever, all the way down, right? So that's how these party crews did it. So there wasn't like the shot caller and, you know, all this kind of shit. Nah, it was more the other way. Like I said, they more of had it in the structure of a car club, you know what I'm saying, type of way. And that's how Modality Boys, the Eternity Boys, a lot of these other, you know, party crews were, you know what I'm saying, set up like, right? And like I said, so let me go back, because like I said, with Pablo, I know Pablo personally since I was a youngster. I got audio from Pablo that he sent me that I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to slap on this video, so you're going to be able to hear what he got to say from his own mouthpiece. I just want to present it to put it on my channel for him because, you know, he was a good homie. He was around, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. He was out here, and a lot of these homies get forgotten about, you know, their contributions to the community, rather whatever what it was. He wasn't a violent person. He didn't kill nobody. The motherfucker threw a gang of parties. He made the 90s fun for a lot of people. You know what I mean? So I wanted to be able to put this shit out there for him and just represent. You feel me? And you know, along was gonna come with a little bit of shit that may be or maybe not controversial in whatever type of way. Now I say this because the homie Money B, he's not really, he feels that what Pablo said is not true. And like I said, I remember when all these things happened. I'm not going to say 100% that Modality Boys punked Horseshoe. Hell no. I'd be lying if I said that, G-Money. Everybody knows that. Come on. In 1994, you better fucking come with it if you think you're gonna punk Horseshoe. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So don't make me, you know, let's not, I would never say no shit like that, right? But the shit I talk about when me and the incidents with the shoe had nothing to do, that's personal. Me and them, that's the old school gang funk. I'm still not gonna take away anything that, you know, that they had coming or anything that they done or anything, you know, as far as the streets go. You know, the credentials was all there back in, you know, the 80s and 90s, especially 1994. You know, so let's keep that clear and be concise about that shit, right? So now, let me jump back to this shit, right? So what happened was, at this time, because Pablo was from the shoe, so he was doing his thing, his brother was doing his thing. We were beefing with the shoes, so SSP and Canton were moving in little by little. You know what I'm saying? And we really didn't know, it was way too late when we did. And then with the whole Modality Boy shit, fighting with the shoe too, Pablo and a couple of those cats had went at it back and forth with them. And Pablo had went and put a line across the 87 freeway on the bridge with an arrow pointing that way is Horseshoe, and this way where SSP and Canton is at now, or where Canton used to be, but where SSP is at now, putting the arrow pointing that way as far as his gang for Modality Boys. And basically calling these dudes out from the shoe. What had happened is, I know that a couple of these dudes from the shoe, that they had went ahead and went back over there and got at these dudes. I know that it was a 3-on-3 where they got in a fight. I think it was Peck, Sammy, and another dude got into it with Cisco, Heido, and Scanner. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Duran. I remember they all had got into it, and then I remember it being squashed. You know what I'm saying? So I remember it being extensive. I do remember that after they had jumped Pablo's brother, I do remember them being over there in the hood on Alpha Alma and all jumping in a bunch of cars and going down the Horseshoe and surrounding their park and chasing these dudes and whatnot. But like I said, I didn't say that anything didn't happen behind what, you know, their actions, and that didn't create more, you know. An action, you know, after every action, there's a reaction, and another action, and another reaction, and that shit could just keep on going, tit for tat, tit for tat. You already know that, right? But the homie Money B had said that they went over there and they killed that shit, and I do remember it being short-lived as far as the problem itself. I don't remember it being extensive. I don't remember it going back and forth. I don't remember it being nothing crazy. I just remember it was 2-3 incidents that happened, and then it was kind of like left alone as a dead issue.
Yeah, that time I was a president, and I had a president from VSJ, named Rudy Littleman from VSJ. Me and him were running the shots for many years. He was a good, solid homeboy, good dude. You know, we met up at Lincoln High School, big dog, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's how we took it. After that, you know, he kind of stepped down, and then, you know, Sergio Martinez took the vice president after that. At the end of the day, I stepped down in 2000, no, actually I stepped down in 1996. I stepped down, bro, because that's when I started opening up the Fat Shack right down the east side. It was a tattoo shop, body piercing, skateboard shop that I had. Sponsored the first, team for the X Games in 1996. You know what I mean? For the first skate team coming from Sanho. Yeah, it was me, bro. Put it on the map. But yeah, bro, you know, everybody knew who I was, bro. And it's funny, because you can relate to this a lot, Cachetas. I know you can, bro. I mean, when you're young, bro, you got so much balls, bro. You step it up and you don't fucking pussy up to nobody. And I know you for years, bro. And I knew you since you were a kid, a little skinny little flaco running around with fucking Cortezes and shit. Bro, you never back down for nothing, bro. That's the thing about you. And people know you for that. You know what I mean? And respect you for that. And that's how I know you. And that's how I'm always going to remember you as. And just like me, bro. People would say, Pablo Salcido, man, I thought you were like this big fucking buff dude. You know what I'm saying? Tough motherfucker. Man, you just a regular short dude that got balls and he don't pussy up for nobody. You know, oh yeah, I seen you fucking get jumped, bro. You were handling your business. Hey, man, they fucking good shit. I mean, that's all you get is all that positive feedback, bro. You gotta keep in mind, back in those days, you didn't have to fucking go train karate or train MMA or none of that shit, bro. You were naturally down for yours. You were naturally had skills, and you naturally could throw chingazos. And you know that, bro. You know that. Nowadays, these cats, they train to be tough. They train to be this persona that they ain't, bro. Back in the days, bro, you were real or you weren't, bro. And the real lasts, bro.
I moved on Vine between Oak and Virginia, and Pablo lived across the street from Siete Mares, where you would pick up your tacos outside of the little taqueria. He lived directly across the street right next to the alleyway. And I would always pass by and see him all the time, bullshit with them. He was always a cool ass motherfucker since I was a kid. And then when he started the party cruise and, you know, his name started getting out there and he was a bigger figure in our community on the west side, then he still always showed up. Always had a motherfucker around him and always had my back. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do this spill, you know what I'm saying, for the homie Pablo Salcido. Like I said, man, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying? Because, especially for gang members like us, we were able to come out of the gang environment for a little bit and be around these party crews and brides and just at home and just look at shit, how different that these other dudes were able to enjoy, you know, being young. We were over there in the streets trying to bust each other's heads open. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, for me, it took me out the motherfucking war zone for a little bit. And I used to have fun like a motherfucker with these cats, right? And so Pablo, I know Pablo. Like I said, man, this is to my boy Pablo, man. I said, my boy, much love and respect, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank everybody for spending their time, you know what I'm saying, with this motherfucking episode of Gangster Music.